Hello everyone and welcome back to Patty's Hobby World. We are still working out of Julia Spiri's The Inspiration coloring book. I am finding much joy coloring her pages. So we started this one the other day. I haven't uploaded the initial video, the first video for this one. I'm glad so many people loved the red flowers, the bouquet. That was my first attempt at watercolors. This is my second attempt at watercolor pencils. I was forced to bring out the watercolors because I wasn't achieving what I was looking for on paper. And when I got the watercolors, it did exactly what I was looking to do. So I started the green. I started the green, so let's finish up the green. I put my 3 colors in. You can see there's 3 colors. So let's go ahead and start, see if there's got some, yeah, that's good. We don't want to go too heavy on this water. I worked on her eyes this morning. And I wish these brushes were just a little stiffer, but that's okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. I started talking about my lupus in some of the other channels. I was telling everyone I had developed lupus after my having meningitis while I was in the military. I was real sick with the meningitis. Now, the meningitis that I had was what they call viral. Now, there's 2 types of meningitis. One is bacterial, and then one is viral. So I developed the viral one now. The ideology, what they call it, etymology, the behind the viral is still unknown. I don't know what triggered it. I was in a reforger exercises, which is return forces, reforger, the return forces, reforger, return forces to something. I forgot what the nomenclature, reforger, but it's an acronym. It stands for several words. Return forces to Europe. I'm not sure. That'll dry. Are you guys getting all of it? Yeah. So when I developed the meningitis, I had came back from Europe from doing a military exercise while I was in the military. So I became very sick. And when you have meningitis, the first thing you're going to know is you're going to be very sick. Very weak, very disoriented. The light, you're going to hate the light. You're going to want all the lights off. So anytime you get sick, they're not sure, and the lights are bothering you like crazy, you may want to mention to the doctor to check for meningitis. Now, hopefully there's some blood work, I'm hoping. For me, I had a spinal tap done. And once they were able to test the spinal fluids, in my in the results, I was positive for meningitis. Meningitis is the inflammation of the fluid that lines your brain. So hence the reason why you may become a little disoriented, a little confused about things. I know that when I was experiencing it firsthand, everything was dizzy. I was very dizzy. The rooms were spinning. The room was spinning. I was just very shaky, could hardly walk, trembling. So it's a very bad condition. You want to make sure you know the symptoms. I know that I guess people are there's a vaccine out for it now, for meningococcal virus. So, but I've already had it, so just be aware of the signs. Who knew I would get it? And then months and years after that, I started developing lupus. I started to develop lupus. And that took a while. I was in the military, so it took about like a year or so before they finally said, okay, you're going to be a lupus patient. And I'm like, okay, what is lupus? Okay, I got to get back to the field. I got to get back to soldiering. And it's like, no, you're going to be on medical hold. So after that, I was on medical hold, and then I went to the medical board. I forgot where it was, San Antonio, Texas or something, where you sit on the medical board where they determine your fate. So after that, I was medically discharged from the military. So now I go to the VA for all my care. So I am considered a military disabled veteran now. So I think that looks good right there. I like some of the light. I'm going to squeeze a little. It's getting a little dry. It's because sometimes it'll dry out. So you just want to squeeze it, and the water will flow again. See that? Now the other day, it was coming out so bad, I didn't realize it wasn't screwed on tight. So I screwed it back on, and I haven't had any problems with it. So how does that look, everyone? Okay, that looks pretty. Okay. I like her eyes. Her eyes turned out really well. Her lips are gorgeous. So let's do her hair now. We're going to do her hair orange. So I'm going to get the darkest orange I have and maybe just a little bit of red. Or maybe a little red brown. So we'll do a reddish brown and some dark. And once again, we're just going to get where we want. I know it looks like she doesn't know how to color. I do. I'm not an expert, but I do. I'm going to color all this in. This is another beautiful sunny day, but cold, a little windy. what I was playing with is the fact that have multiple crayons, multiple colors. I think I missed I don't know, what is that? We're still letting it dry, so it's still a little wet. I think that's a leaf right there. So we'll color that in. I'm not sure what that is. So this is working with watercolors. So as you would with your normal colors, crayons, pencils, markers, whatever you're using. You got your light, mediums, and dark. Shading, don't forget your shading. I looked at some of the other renditions of this picture, and they are simply beautiful. But what I'm trying to achieve is my version, and hopefully it'll be beautiful. I know I'm getting a lot of likes, especially on my Facebook channel, coloring channels. A lot of likes. So anyway, they had to do a battery of tests. Oh, just tons and tons of tests. I must have went to the doctor once a week when I started having the symptoms of the lupus. And that was a lot of very arthritic pain in my hands, basically just all over my body. So I felt like, I hate to say, an old arthritic woman, but I did at the age of, I think I was, I think I was 29 or hitting 30. Just very sickly, very tired. Oh, just the extreme fatigue. Extreme fatigue. Very tired all the time. On a lot of medication. They had me on Indocin. Of course, they put me on the Plaquenil. I was on methotrexate for a while. This is when they do all the trial drugs to see what's going to work. Wasn't really a fan of it, but at that time I was like, what the hell is happening to me? And please fix me. You know, I was young, still relatively young. Well, I was young. I just was like, what's happening? I was scared too, you know, so. Yeah, so I was managing, you know, and then, you know, as years and the months go by, you know, the disease begins to settle down, you know, and then you begin to learn how to live with it. You know, we have flares, you know, I have to see the rheumatologist every 6 months. They have to check my kidneys and my liver and make sure the lupus isn't beginning to attack those organs, because that's what lupus does. It's an autoimmune disease where your own immune system attacks your organs. So I have to, you know, just get tested, make sure everything's okay. So, and so far, so good. I have been without complaint in that area. I'm going to bring out a little bit of yellow. Let's do this yellow. A little bit of orangey yellow. So, and I think, you know, some people, I don't know, for some people that develop lupus, and it's majority women. They say African American women, but I don't know. I've done all the research. You know, anybody can get it. You know, I'm biracial, so I want to get some of this yellowy. She may turn out to be a brunette. No, she won't. She'll be a redhead. All right, I bet you guys are like, get it wet. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, hold on, guys. Looks like just a lot of scribbling right here, right? Well, once I mastered my my technique for this watercolor, now I know what I'm doing. This will all blend beautifully together as I layer these colors. And we're going to see that in just a second, guys. Hold on. Yeah, that's a flower. Okay, that's, I think, let's just make that hair. I mean, I'll make that a leaf. I think that may be the top of her head, but it's going to be hair now. Put a little red in there. Let me do a little. And I have my other color. What happened to my other color? What time we have? Oh, we're good. We're good. Sorry about that. Just trying to make sure. You know what? Hold on just a second. I want you to see how this works. Oh yeah, that's going to be pretty once I blend it all. Alright, I got to go back out because it's blurry. And it's blurry again. Alright, we'll just stay like that, folks. I hate when it gets blurry. My next camera will be a videoing camera. Well, I won't say camera, video recording system that will. I'm looking for my other pencil. There it is. And I was using these three. So. Just trying to get some darker spaces to create some shade. See that? Create some shadow. All right, let's see it. Let's see what it does. Can always go back in and trying to get, so I'm trying to get the wet out. Okay, let's start up here. Let it bleed. Hold up the tip higher if you don't want to make a mistake. Pretty, right? And then when you have the other colors in there, they blend very well. And then you can drag some of that anywhere you want. I'm going to bring just a little bit more water down. Oh. Okay, let's come up here. Like I said, I've seen beautiful pictures, renditions of this beautiful lady right here. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just concentrating. We don't want to hit the face. And it's almost like, you know, it's just almost like painting, you know. And if I lose you, we're coming down to the, okay, too much came out of there. So I've got to kind of move this around real quick, guys. Just be careful when you're, because you're going to have to bring some of that water down. And sometimes if you squeeze too much, right, how's that? Now this page is wet now. So what you're seeing, so you see that? I don't know if you can see that. That page right there is very wet. All right, let's see what it looks like. Oh, very pretty. All right, well that's it, guys. I'm gonna just touch it up a little bit more. And thank you for watching. As always, stay inspired and color, color, color. Let me see if I can zoom this in the last 2 seconds just to see. Oh, not too bad. A little blurry. Thank you again.